Hello everyone, Zane here and welcome back to my beginner's guide to crafting in Final Fantasy XIV, Shadowbringers Edition, Part 2. So in my last video, I showed you guys how to get your blacksmith, leatherworker, and weaver up to level 71. The reason for that is because weaver, leatherworker, and blacksmith are the most important classes to get up to 71 since they basically make the 71 set in Shadowbringers. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to level up the other 5 jobs that weren't covered in the last video. Goldsmith, Culinarian, Alchemist, Armorer, and Carpenter. So we already went through the custom deliveries. We also went through the challenge log. I ended up using the craft 30 items for my leatherworker to get it to level 71. And then I used my high quality one, and I already used it on my Culinarian. Alright, so that's why you see my Culinarian is at 3.6 million. Alright, but we're not going to do the crystalline mean just yet. What we're going to be doing first is the Grand Company turn-ins. Alright, so when we get to my Grand Company, we will continue. Alright, so here I am at my Grand Company. I already made all the items for the Grand Company turn-ins. So now we're going to go ahead and turn all the items in. So first off, we're going to start with Carpenter. High quality, of course. So we get double 1,244,900. So that's times 2. So 2,489,800. Armor. Same thing. Goldsmith. Alchemist. And Culinarian. As you see, Culinarian got the less experience out of them all, but that's still over 2 million experience points just for passing them in high quality. Alright, so we're back in the crystarium, and now we're going to do the crystalline mean deliveries. So first off, we're going to start with Culinarian and Alchemist. So, we need 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 edible antidotes. Luckily they come in 3s. So we only need to make these 6 times. Alright, so we are going to be needing crystalline spring water, holy basil, persimmon, and antidote. I don't have any antidote. Persimmon I have. Holy basil only have 1, so I have to go and get some materials. Alright, so when I have all the materials ready to go, we will continue. Alright guys, so I am back with all the materials. So you need about 6 of each in order to make the 18. And also make sure that you have Steady Hand 2 and Byregots on your hotbar, because they're no longer cross-class abilities. They are taken off the hotbar, so now you have to put them back on. Alright, so we're going to do the same rotation I did in the last video. So muscle memory. And you're quiet. Steady Hand 2. 5 Prudent touches. Master's Men to get the durability back. Steady Hand 2 again. 1 more Prudent touch. And now we do the finisher. Great Strides. Innovation. Ingenuity 2, and Byregots. And don't worry, you don't need any goods or excellence. On its own will be just fine. And now we finish with 3 careful 3s. So we're using the same gear as the last video. Same melds and everything. Control and CP. Alright, so I'm going to do this about 4 more times and then we'll pass them in. So until then, we will continue. Alright, so I am done making all 6 of the edible antidotes. I recommend doing half of them as culinarian and make half of them as alchemist. This way you guys will split the experience. You also don't really need Master's Mend in the rotation. You can still do it without it, because you'll have exactly 3 moves left at the end, and that's 3 careful 3s and you're done. Alright, so we're just going to pass half of these in as alchemist and half as a culinarian. So I'm going to get 4.9 million for alchemist. Alright, so I'm 4 million away from getting 71 alchemist, so let's switch over to culinarian. Skip the cutscene, take my reward. The steam level is increased. And now I am almost to level 71 as a culinarian. So I'm about 3 million away with my culinarian. So now I'm going to have to do this again with blacksmith, goldsmith, and armorer. Alright, so now Lola over here wants a metal gauntlet. I gotta make 6 of them. Since I already got my blacksmith to 71, I'll be doing this with a goldsmith and armorer. So if we go into story, crystarium, metal gauntlets, we need 2 molybdenum ingots, 2 gazelle leathers, and 1 ruby cotton. So we need to make 12 of these, 12 of these, and then 6 of these to make these 6 metal gauntlets. Alright, so I'm going to do this off camera, and when I'm all set, we will continue. Alright guys, so I just finished making the metal gauntlets. So I found out again that you can just use the rotation that I showed you guys. This one right here, you can just take out Master's Mend. So, alright, so again I did half with armor, half with goldsmith. So we're going to turn them in, half with goldsmith and half with armor. So I'm getting 4.9 million. Don't care about the script right now. Alright, so I'm about 4 million away from level 71 with armor. Now let's pass these in for goldsmith. Skip the cutscene. Take my reward. And this will take care of all the crafting for 70, so now I'd have to be level 73 for the rest. Alright, so the only crafting class unfortunately does not get a delivery is Carpenter, since it belongs to Leatherworker and Weaver over there. But there are other ways you guys can level up your crafters to level 71 after all your resources have been used up for the week. First thing you can do is scrips, which I personally would recommend. Under timers, Arena's House of Splendors, we have your list. For me, I have White Oak Ring at level 71 and it's stars, so that means I get extra experience points when I turn these in. The good thing about scripts, you do not have to make the item 100% in order to pass them in. You just need a base collectability of 500 to pass it in, but anything past 689 would be in bonus territory, which means you'll get extra experience points. That's why it's important to try to get your items as much quality as possible. All you're basically needing are materials, and of course make sure that you check your timer, because when these reset, sometimes you'll lose the item, sometimes they'll just be the same one, so be aware of that. Next thing you can do is craft the basic materials at level 71. For carpenter is white oak lumber. Blacksmith and armor, it's deep gold nuggets. Goldsmith, you actually have 3. You have hematite, hard mudstone, whetstone, stone gold nuggets. Leatherworker, you have smilodon leather. Weaver, bright linen yarn and cloth. Alchemist, you have the growth formula Loda, true gold ink, and then the crimson sand. And culinarian, you have the oil. So you guys can basically spam this to get the level 71. Make sure that you use food for the extra 3% experience bonus, and use these revised engineering manuals will give you up to 4 million points, 100% boost to your experience. It means you'll be able to get these points a lot faster, up to 4 million for 180 minutes. You can get these through your grand company, and I think you get them through scrips as well. Alright, so these are very, very important. The last thing is lev quests, which will be right over here. As you know, you can't do lev quests without lev allowances. To unlock lev quests, just talk to the NPC in the middle here, and that's all you gotta do. Under timers, you'll have lev allowances over down here. When this number or the time goes down to 0, you'll get, I believe, 3 extra lev quests. So every time it resets, you'll get 3 more. So it's best to let them accumulate. So if you don't have lev quests, scrips and then make materials is your next best bet. Alright? So not all the crafting classes will have easy materials or easy gear to make. So carpenter has white oak lumber. Blacksmith has deep gold nuggets, but armor has gear you have to make, so not all crafting classes will have easy lev quests to do. Alright, so make sure you look to see which ones are easy to do. If not, then go do scripts or just make materials. Alright, so if you're going to be crafting level 71 as a level 70, I highly recommend using high quality matcha. If you can get this off the market board for cheap, buy it. If not, you can go for seafood stew. So I'm going to use that. You also can use the red tea, which will give you extra control. Unfortunately, I don't have any at the moment, so we're going to have to do with the food and then the engineering manuals. Alright, so for the materials, 3 high quality materials will get you 100%. If you don't want to use high quality materials, just try to get your quality as high as possible, because the more quality you get, the more experience points that you will get. My control is 1163 and 1179 craftsmanship with 498 CP. I'm using the mainhand tool level 70 and the 68 offhand. The level 70 offhand is a 17 control difference. And then the rest is the level 70 gear, which I decked out with cap the CP and then just grade 5 controls. And then the accessories have all CP in it, as well as the main tools. Alright, so the rotation for 40 durability, muscle memory. Comfort zone. Inner quiet. Manipulation 2. Steady hand 2. And 5 Prudent touches. If you get any goods or excellence before you do Manipulation 2, use Tricks of the Trade to get your CP back. So Prudent Touch basically drops your durability by 5 instead of 10, and with Manipulation 2 up, you're doing 0 durability loss. So after you do 5 Prudent Touches, Steady Hand 2, 2 more Prudent Touches, and now we do the finisher. So Steady Hand, Great Strides, Innovation, Ingenuity 2, and and Byregots. Should be around 18%. Yep, about 18% if you're not using high quality materials. So now what we're going to do is observe, focused synth, observe, focused synth, and then a careful 2. So I got 238,556 experience points for using the food and using the engineering manuals. You also, if you have a free company, there is a free company buff that you can use to increase experience points for crafters, as well as their control and craftsmanship stat. Alright, so now let's do a level 71 item. You only really need 1 high quality material, so let me reduce the varnish down to normal quality. Alright, so muscle memory, comfort zone, inner quiet, manipulation 2, steady hand 2, and then 5 prudent touches. Alright, refresh. Steady hand. Just do 1 prudent touch. Because doing 8 stacks of inner quiet is a little bit more than what we need. So now we can do the finisher. Great strides. Ingenuity 2, we don't need innovation since it's not necessary. Byregots. So we have 3,660 for our finisher. So now we're going to use piece by piece, since we have 1 move with steady hand 2. Observe. Focus the synth. Careful 3. Observe. Focus synth, because focus synth wouldn't benefit from the Ingenuity 2, so we use careful 3 to compensate for it. Then another focus synth and observe, and there you go. For me, I should have put on my collectible synthesis, but unfortunately I did not, but that's alright. So basically that's how you guys can do the 40 durability and also the 80 durability for level 71 as a level 70 by using high quality materials. One thing to remember, if an item has more items necessary, the high quality rate will be lower if you had an item with 2 materials needed. So your quality increase would be lower with more materials in the recipe. Alright, so always keep that in mind. So like I said, you don't really have to get high quality results. All you really need to do is make sure that you get as much experience points as possible. Alright, if you're doing scripts, just get the lowest amount of collectability needed and pass them in. You keep doing this for the other 5 crafting classes until you're level 71, and then we will focus on making the level 71 crafter set, which is going to be shared, and then we also will be making the tools and also the accessories in the next video. Alright guys, so that's pretty much going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you found this useful. Any comments, questions, and or concerns, please put them in the comment section down below. I'd be more than happy to help you guys out with any questions you might have. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new for more Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers content and the continuation to my crafting series. And as a reminder, make sure you hit that notification bell next to my subscribe button. This way you guys will never miss an upload. And follow me on all my social media at Zane Lionheart on Twitter and Facebook. So until next time, guys, may you forever walk in the glorious light of Lord Bahamut. Take care, guys.